Feminism is still in the news today. But is it for the right reasons? It seems not a week goes by without our reading in the news of the latest strange and bizarre things feminists have done in the name of feminism. Look, I get it that these radical feminists really want to stay relevant. But what passes off as feminism today is embarrassing. Radical social justice warriors have co-opted this movement to the point that feminism is unrecognizable, even to some old-school feminists who began this movement. So, here's a rundown of what feminism has become. Marching in the streets, wearing vagina hats, holding up really obscene, hateful signs that make us question their sanity. Painting with their period blood. Eating their period blood. What? Walking topless in slut walks because somehow that's so empowering and not slutty at all. Celebrating their sexually transmitted diseases and promoting their obesity through supposed body positivity. Prominent feminists today openly hate men so much they're calling for the abolition of marriage and heterosexuality. They're cussing out and shutting down men's rights activists for merely pointing out the fact that men too should have rights. They call all men rapists, sexists, misogynists, and obsolete, and question whether fathers are even necessary to their own children, despite the ample evidence that obviously they are. Today, modern feminists are so tough, they've called on the UN to censor everything and anyone they don't agree with on the internet. They need their safe spaces and trigger warnings because they're just so offended by everything. And oh, modern feminists are so independent and empowered, their whole political agenda is about getting free stuff from the government. Free contraceptives, abortions, healthcare, etc., etc. All I can say is, wow, modern feminism has become a joke. It has no relevance to the lives of most normal women. No, we don't think the patriarchy is out to get us, or that all men are evil. So if you're wondering why fewer and fewer women today want to identify as feminists, you can see why. And perhaps we can't take you feminists seriously because with all your incessant talk about how oppressed you've been in the West, you don't have the guts to even call out the real oppression happening in Islamic communities. Might I remind you, female genital mutilation, wife beatings, honor killings, and forced child marriages are happening even on American soil. But instead, you elevate radicals like Linda Sarsour to lead the Women's March, who actually defends Sharia law. You won't speak out against the genocide of millions of baby girls in China, which I escaped. But you would kill baby girls and boys in the womb up to the time of birth and expect the taxpayer to pay for it. And what male privilege? What about your own feminist privilege? Men can't even compliment a woman without being accused of sexual harassment these days. And just imagine if we flipped the script and it were men who were acting in this way. You ladies would go bonkers. And yet, you still go on and on about male chauvinism, but it seems to escape you that your radical feminism has become the new chauvinism. So, what's wrong with modern feminism today? Possibly everything.